During his lifetime, Malcolm X did not achieve the notoriety of figures like King, but he was assassinated in 1965, and in death became a near-mythic figure. His revolutionary rhetoric infected many civil rights veterans, especially within the core of SNCC.
You're going to sit in front of your television set and listen to LBJ tell you that violence never accomplishes anything, my fellow Americans. But you see, the real problem with violence is that we have never been violent. We have been too nonviolent.
Under the new leadership of Stokely Carmichael, SNCC assumed a militant posture beginning in 1966. The group's mantra of nonviolence was replaced by the chorus of Black Power. For Americans who were just beginning to warm to the idea of civil rights, Black Power was something altogether different. Martin Luther King considered the slogan, at best, an unfortunate choice of words. Roy Wilkins of the NAACP called it the father of hatred and the mother of violence. John Lewis feared that Black Power would divide the races and the movement. And it did. The new movement challenged the established relationship between whites and blacks. In some communities, Black Power was exercised in the voting booth. In 1967, Cleveland voters elected Carl Stokes as mayor. He was the first Negro to hold the position of chief executive of a major U.S. city. But in other parts of the country, Black Power meant bullets, not ballots. In Oakland, California, Huey Newton and Bobby Seale formed the Black Panther Party. What began as a community organization to provide free breakfasts and liberation schools to ghetto kids ultimately devolved into murder, rape, bank heists, and drug trafficking. The anarchy was not limited to California. Chicago, Newark, Minneapolis, Memphis. In scores of American cities, blacks rebelled against chronic racism and police brutality during the late 1960s. In turn, white America took up arms. Civil rights had become civil war. President Johnson's Great Society, a lawless society. By nearly any measure, the United States was immensely divided in the late 60s. Divided on civil rights, by the war in Vietnam, and by a generation gap without equal in American history. Black Power brought an end to the civil rights movement that began with the Montgomery bus boycott in 1956, but it never achieved mainstream recognition.